Hey guys, so we're in Cardiff for the World Deadlift Championships. This man obviously was supposed to be coming here to give that 505 a real crack.
Yeah.
As you can see, just out of, you're out of surgery Friday.
Last week, so 7 days now.
How you feeling?
Yeah, good. Surgery went well. Operation was fine. It was a quick surgery. I've done it before with the bicep. It's actually the same guy who pinned my bicep back on in 2017. So it's one of those things, isn't it? You know, we're in a sport. It's an occupational hazard. Like, injuries are going to happen. So glad I'm not here pulling, but obviously still down to see what the other boys can do.
You said things went smoothly. You said off camera that it didn't go as smoothly as you would have liked.
No, the operation went smoothly. Unfortunately, just picked up a little bit of an infection in it afterwards. Nothing to do with the incision or the surgery, in fact, more the fact that I think I had a tooth abscess that then spread to the arm. So antibiotics seem to have cleared that up, and yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, it's quite a high risk especially with an surgery that's going over the elbow, because the skin is so thin there. It's quite susceptible to infections after it. So.
Well, hopefully we can just focus on recovery now. I'm sure you're disappointed that you're not going to be competing. Out of the athletes that are, who are you looking forward to seeing attempt this deadlift? Who do you think firstly has maybe got a good chance of winning, and who realistically has a shot at pulling 505 kilos, in your opinion, if anyone at all?
I think Makarov's got the best chance, I think.
Yeah.
The man's like built to deadlift. Until you actually stand next to him, you don't realise like how long his arms are, how thick his back is, his glutes, etc. And he has been closer, so I hope he does. It all comes down to how far he gets it above his knee. If he gets it above his knee and he's in still a semi-decent position, that he could lock it out. But I don't know. I'm not super confident. But hey, back in 2016, I was like adamant that Eddie wasn't going to pull it, and we all know what happened there. So you never know with these things. But apart from that, I don't really see anyone else kind of getting up towards those numbers. In terms of the whole show, though, we always forget we've got like a full contest going on, right? So Hicks, I think, will do well.
He's looking great right now.
It will just depend if he loses points on the medley, but I don't think anyone will put money against Novikov.
You can never bet against him.
It would be a stupid bet to put money against Novikov, especially this year, and he's probably the most consistent strongman of the calendar year so far. And with these events as well, it'll be good on the log for reps, be electric on the loading, stones are decent. I think it all comes down to him if he gets that 1,000 again, because last year was limit strength.
I think this is going to be the big number, in my opinion, for a lot of the guys, that 1,000-pound marker.
Yeah.
Because we saw so many of you guys pull it last year. Doesn't necessarily mean they're guaranteed to pull it this year.
No, 100% not.
There's probably, who we got? We got Oleksii Novikov, we got Singleton. I think Hicksy's looking good for those kind of numbers. There's a number of them that could be battling for the overall comp, but if one of them doesn't get that £1,000, could cost them a lot of points. Yeah,
definitely. That's the problem, is everyone's pulling the same number, so they might not even get any separation between each other. So
here's a question for you then: if it was you competing, because the jumps that we have, I think there's 400, 425, £1,000, 475, 505. Would you like to be able to select your own numbers?
No. My plan, I'm happy to say now, my plan going into this was to skip 400, come in at 425. Skip 1,000, go to 475, and then see how that went. And if I thought the 505 was on, go for it. If not, I'd take the 475. I was confident in that 475 falling kind of any day of the week. I think that would be the smart bet. I think also that was the mistake I made last year. I actually pulled the 400, then the 425, then the 1,000, and went again. And people kind of forget how long our last warm-up is, right? Well, you don't forget, you know exactly how long.
Yeah.
But we do our last warm-up, and then we've got all that time where we're doing the intro to the crowd, and then you've got the lineup going through, and you're usually obviously one of the later guys pulling. So actually it would have been better for me to step back, pull another warm-up rep backstage, and then come in at 425. But I think with everyone, it's going to take a brave call. If someone wants to be brave, I think less pulls when we're dealing with these massive weights is better. If someone wants to just come in and go 425 and then straight to 475, it'd be a good play in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a difficult one in terms of the whole competition, isn't it? If you want the record, you can't mess around doing lots of pulls. But if you want to win the competition, sometimes having that strategic type deadlifting is beneficial.
I think we saw last year with so many guys pulling the 1,000, no one really kind of got ahead. Obviously Makarov got the 475, but then he was kind of spent for the rest of the show. I think you need to be brave if you want to gamble a little bit. But I think if you're confident in your deadlifting ability, gamble and get those big points, because if you pull that 475, there's a load of guys on 1,000 or less. That's going to set you up for the show moving forward, especially if you're like a Mitch Hooper who's going to be great on the log and the loading, etc. I think that'll be a good play for him. But I know his coach knows what he's doing, so we'll see what his coach says.
Depends if he listens to his coach or not. Right, mate. Best of luck with everything. Obviously, you vocally said you want to go after this record. Yeah. Is it still in your back of your mind? Are you still going to approach next year to come and get this record?
Yeah, obviously things do change a little bit. My focus now is just obviously getting healthy with the tricep and getting back for Brits. I'll still be down for the team comp, be in some form. But my focus is to win Brits again. I'm using this opportunity just to reinvent myself as an athlete, get some speed back that I feel I've lost with the constant pushing up in my body weight. But yeah, Brits is the first thing, and then obviously I'll be deadlift all the way through, and we'll see. But I'm happy I'm going to leave the deadlift suits out for a little while. I don't have to squeeze my ass into one of those for a while. So
yeah.
More raw pulling for me for a bit.
Good man. Best of luck with the recovery, buddy. We look forward to seeing you at Liverpool for the team comp, and then Britain's Strongest Man in January or February?
End of January, yeah.
Good stuff. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, man.